Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers insider names $13 million former All-Rookie among potential trade targets. The Los Angeles Lakers are 2-0 for the first time since the 2010-11 season. They won 8 straight to open the campaign, dropping just 2 of their first 15 regular season contests, and made it to the Western Conference Seminoles that year. If they want to make it that far and beyond this season, they must shore up some of the more uncertain parts of their roster. One of the biggest remaining question marks is the backup center spot behind and sometimes alongside Anthony Davis. The Athletic's Jovan Buha suggested Utah Jazz center Walker Kessler could be an option. I think Walker Kessler is a name that the Lakers have been interested in that I think would make a lot of sense and would allow you to either start a two-big look. Or, probably more realistically, bring him off the bench and then play 2 big shifts, Buha said in response to a fan's question about trade targets during his post-game reaction podcast on October 25. And then in certain matchups, close with 2 bigs, him and AD, obviously. Kessler can be a force on the glass and the paint. Davis leads the Lakers at over 37 minutes per game. 2023 free agent pickup Jackson Hayes is the only other center to have logged minutes in the Lakers' 2 games. They also have Christian Wood and Christian Koloko, two-way, but both are injured. That could lead the Lakers to seek another option via trade if they do not have faith in Hayes, who is averaging 8.0/5.0/2.0 with 1.0 blocks in 16 minutes per game. Kessler, 23, was the number 22 overall pick of the 2022 draft. The 7-footer was a member of the All-Rookie team but regressed as a scorer and rebounder in his second season. He has posted similar numbers to his rookie campaign through the first 2 weeks of the 2024-25 season. In year 3 of a 4-year, $13.3 million rookie-scale contract, Kessler has a $2.9 million cap hit for this season. The Lakers can afford a deal and match salaries. This heavy sports trade proposal would land Kessler on the Lakers. Lakers get Walker Kessler. Jazz get Christian Wood. 2027 first-round pick rights, currently top 4 protected via LAL, 2029 first-round pick. The compensation, namely the draft capital, could be a tough sell for the Lakers, who owe their first-round pick in 2025 to the Atlanta Hawks by way of the New Orleans Pelicans. The Lakers also owe their first-rounder in 2027 to the Jazz, limiting what they can trade. Perhaps removing the protections on that 2027 pick would satisfy the Jazz amid their rumored asking price for Kessler. Before coming to terms on a blockbuster swap with Minnesota for Karl-Anthony Towns mere days before the start of training camp, New York made multiple trade runs at Utah's Walker Kessler to fill its well-chronicled void at center, league sources say, the Stein Line's Mark Stein wrote on October 6. It is believed that Utah wanted at least 2 future first-round picks for Kessler. Buha does not believe the Lakers will limit themselves to centers on the trade market, which makes sense given their existing depth. LeBron James throws heavy praise at Anthony Davis for being Lakers' main focal point in games. Through the first 2 games of the season, Anthony Davis has emerged as the Los Angeles Lakers' leading scorer and threat on the court. The Lakers still have LeBron James, who some consider to be the greatest player in NBA history, but Davis has begun the season as the team's primary weapon both offensively and defensively. It's very important that he's the main focal point for us every single night, James after the game, via Dave McMenamin of ESPN. We know what he's going to do defensively, but offensively we have to find him in multiple places on the floor throughout the whole game. And we've done that through 2 games. Featuring Davis has been by design, as the Lakers want to capitalize on what the 9-time All-Star brings to the court each game. There's an intentionality to have Davis involved as much as possible, Lakers head coach J.J. Redick said after the game. We recognize what type of player he is and that he can create mismatches. James has been the primary face of the Lakers since arriving to the franchise in 2018, but he also turns 40 years old this season, and Davis is expected to have a longer future with the franchise. James still intends to play every game this season barring injury, but the Lakers appear to be putting greater focus around Davis. The results have been excellent. Davis has scored at least 35 points in each of the Lakers' first 2 games of the season. In their season opener on Tuesday, Davis scored 36 points and notched 16 rebounds and 4 assists. Against the Phoenix Suns on Friday, Davis recorded 35 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. He has led the Lakers in scoring each game. He became just the 3rd Laker to begin a season with back-to-back games scoring at least 35 points. Only Elgin Baylor and Jerry West have done so previously. Davis's performance has benefited the team in turn. The Lakers won their season opener for the first time since 2016, and have started the season 2-0 for the first time since Phil Jackson was their head coach in the 2010-11 season. The season is still early, but Davis appears primed to lead the Lakers in scoring average per game for the first time since the 2019-20 season, when the Lakers last won the NBA Finals. Trade suggestion sends $29 million former Indiana Pacers top 10 pick to Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers have shown promise this season in the early going as LeBron James has seemingly found the fountain of youth and J.J. Redick's team has jumped out to a 3-0 record. The Lakers have surrounded the eldest James with plenty of shooters, and Anthony Davis has shown flashes of being the championship player the NBA world saw in the bubble during the 2020 season's NBA Finals in Orlando, Florida. The Lakers seem quite content with their current roster, but that may not necessarily preclude a trade later this season before the deadline, according to a trade proposal floated by Colin Keane of Sporting News. Keane suggested that the Pacers could send former number 6 overall pick Bennedict Mathurin to the Lakers if the right combination of players is offered by Lakers GM Rob Pelinka. Keane wrote that the Lakers may be able to tempt Pacers GM Chad Buchanan with a package of players that would improve Indiana's frontline depth in the wake of the recent non-contact torn Achilles injury to center James Wiseman. Some combination of Jackson Hayes, Christian Wood, and Jared Vanderbilt would suffice, Keane wrote, adding that the Lakers could up the ante by sweetening the deal with draft capital. Mathurin is in the final year of his rookie contract, a 4-year, $29 million+ deal. He played his college ball with the Arizona Wildcats. Should Lakers GM Rob Pelinka have an offer ready? Keane asked in his trade suggestion column recently. Mathurin suffered a torn labrum, shoulder, injury this past spring. He is currently averaging 19.5 points per game along with 4 rebounds per game while shooting nearly 62% from the field over the course of 2 games with coach Rick Carlisle's team. If the Lakers can somehow find a way to bring Mathurin to Tinseltown, the eldest James will suddenly find himself with more drive-and-kick options than he knows what to do with, and Davis could continue to feast in the paint like old times. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Bennedict Mathurin? Leave your opinion in the comments.